Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Brennan. Alderman Begley. Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Here.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Scully.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan. Alderman Clifford.
Here.
All right, there's no special presentations tonight. Under the consent calendar, we've got a couple of items here. The approval of the minutes of the City Council meeting from April 21st, 2026. The approval of the payroll and the voucher list for the period ending May 1st, 2026. A proclamation declaring the month of May Motorcycle Awareness Month. Proclamation declaring the month of May the Building Safety Month. Also, the approval of a payment to McLeod Aquatics to treat the algae clear-up at Lake Catherine in the amount of $5,598.37. The approval of payment for professional engineering to Christopher B. Burke Engineering for the CalSAG trials at Lake Catherine, Phase 3 project in the amount of $1,838.16. The approval of payment 3 to Performance Pipeline for the 2025 sewer and manhole rehabilitation program in the amount of $8,505. Approval of the payment of professional engineering services to Lockwood Andrew Newman for the 300,000 ground storage tank and Southwest Highway lift station rehab rendering through April 10th, 2026 in the amount of $13,849.69. The approval of payment for professional engineering services to RJN Group for the 2025 sanitary sewer rehabilitation, 2026 sewer and manhole rehab rendering through March 27, 2026 in the amount of $10,438.15. The approval of the payment to professional engineering services of Strand and Associates Incorporated for the 131st water main CIPP lining, College Drive water main CIPP lining, and alternative water supplier analysis rendering through March 31st, 2026 in the amount of $19,536.04. Moved by Alderman Key, seconded by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
All right, no sealed bids tonight. Just one remark under mine. School is getting out fairly soon. Keep in mind that we'll have some children going through their neighborhoods, and you can always start seeing them coming in now to the ball fields and the like to start playing. So drive carefully throughout the town if you would. As always, I'm sure you always do. And no speeding, right? Remember that? Okay, City Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just like to say that last weekend we had opening day here for the PBO and Power Girls Softball, and it was absolutely wonderful. There was over 1,000 people that showed up. It was a great community event. It's so great even if you're not involved, it's a great activity to come to. I'm actually sporting a Palos sweatshirt for our Travel U12 team that's going to Cooperstown. We have some teams going to the Field of Dreams this year. So there's a lot of kids that are doing great things here in Palos, and actually Summer Steele, who's a Palos Heights resident, made this shirt. So thanks to everyone, and we're excited for the summer. But
Great.
Again, I was up at the fields, 76th Avenue. Please, please, please slow down, because there are kids at that park playing all over, and we already are noticing some people that are not obeying the speed limit.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you. City Treasurer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Treasurer's Report for the month ending March 31st, 2026. General Fund started the month with $3,734,485. Revenues for the month were $1,365,267. Expenses from the General Fund were $1,013,800. Other source use $160,523. Giving an ending cash balance in the general fund of $4,246,477. All city funds began the month with $25,592,079. Revenues totaled $3,370,854. Expenses for the month were $1,587,655. other source use, $257,522, giving an ending cash balance in all city funds, $27,632,800. That concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
That'll need a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Begley. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Scully. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. City Attorney, anything? Any communications anyone have tonight? Citizens wishing to address the council? If not, the standing committees, Alderman McGrogan is not here. I don't believe he's got a finance report. Public safety, Alderman Basso.
Yes, Mayor, I have a couple items on the agenda. Item number 9, motion to direct the city attorney to draft an ordinance for a 2020 Chevrolet Tahoe VIN number as printed to be declared surplus and sold.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Basso, second by Alderman Clifford. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 10, motion to terminate an existing 5-year Exxon contract and enter into a 10-year Exxon contract proposal, option number 1, as you'll find in your packet.
Moved by Alderman Basso. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Scully. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Just as a note, this is an extension of a similar contract that we have. It's a 10-year instead of a 5-year, and that from the onset, total savings will be greater to go into 10-year and cancel the 5-year.
Yeah. That's for body cams. is what that
Pardon
is.
me?
That's for body cams.
Right,
This-
flock cameras
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything that we've had so far.
All right. Very good.
Also, not on the agenda, a couple items I'd like to report. Again, old news and new news. As you may have heard on the Channel 7, 10 o'clock news, and I think reported throughout the day, more modern, newer, more sophisticated scams coming across the banking industry for individuals. A lot of scam calls being made to people to make money transfers, et cetera, in their accounts. And several people have been scammed of large amounts of money, and even a sitting news reporter on Channel 7 was, in his words, just minutes away from hitting the button to transfer some money to be scammed by the exact thing he was reporting on. So it's most important to pay attention to those warnings. I know we repeat them over and over, and you hear them everywhere. But just today then, one day after yesterday, a young lady is on the news, and she went to Chase Bank, and she was just about to transfer or get a deposit for $10,000 to bring cash to some supposed police officers. And 2 alert employees at the bank stopped that transaction. But you can't warn people enough times and enough different ways to be leery of those phone solicitations and those threats supposedly from the police departments, from the IRS, from any other organization asking you for gift cards or quick transactions or cash deposits in other accounts. Secondly, today I was in my yard and I was approached by a young man who was soliciting for an exterminator. And it's just as they say for the banking scams, they're becoming more sophisticated, they're more tuned in, they have slicker presentations. And this particular young man, a very good-looking young man, nicely dressed, casually dressed, but he came up and started a conversation with me and wanted to, if I knew the family on the corner, and he threw a name at me, you know, the family on the corner. And so I'm listening to him, and he opens up with a solicitation for extermination services. And he didn't have ID on him or anything. And so I, as politely as I could, reminded him that he, as a solicitor, needed to be registered with the city to go door to door, knock on people's doors. And he didn't have ID on, he didn't have any identification on. So be aware of that. If someone comes to your door, they have to be identified, they have a tag on with their name on, probably, their picture, and identified as Palos Heights, Palos Heights approval for that situation. Its second line of defense is, if you're going to answer the door to a stranger, at least make sure that your storm door is locked, so that you're not opening the door and giving access to your house to some person that you don't know. So we can't say enough, we can't offer enough presentations on how to protect yourself and how to be safe, but that's just a couple lines of defense to remind you once again, and good luck. Thank you.
That's it?
That's the end of my report.
All right, fine. Thank you, sir. Municipal Grounds and Property, Alderman Begley.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have two items on my agenda this evening. First is a motion to approve the Harlem Avenue winter decorations by Holiday Outdoor Decor in the amount of $9,945.
Moved by Alderman Begley. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
All right.
Next, I have a motion to approve the 9/11 25th Anniversary Memorial Statue with Sarnik Memorials in the amount of $6,402.
Moved by Alderman
Second.
Begley, second by Alderman Clifford.
And I wanted to thank Alderman Clifford for his hard work on that project.
Any questions? Roll call.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
And that's the end of my report, Mayor. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Alderman Scully, Planning and Zoning.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have several items on the agenda for tonight. Number 13 is a motion to adopt an ordinance allowing an eyelash studio to operate as a special use within the premises at 6535 West 127th Street, Palos Heights, and contained within the following PIN: 24-31-201-102-0000. Second?
Moved by Alderman Scully, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes. Number 14, I have a motion to adopt an ordinance allowing a hair salon to operate a special use permit within the premises located 12626 South Harlem, Palos Heights, and contained within the following PIN: 23-25-433-021-0000. Second.
Moved by Alderman Scully, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Number 15 is going to be withdrawn as it turns out it's unnecessary. Item number 16 on the agenda is a motion to direct the city attorney to draft an ordinance to allowing a hand car wash and detail shop to operate as a special use within the premises located 6350 West 135th Street in Palos Heights, and contained within the following PIN: 24-32-300-013-000.
Moved by Alderman Scully. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Lewandowski.
Question.
Sure.
Are the petitioners here?
Yes.
Could you go up to the microphone? Sure. Tell me a little about your business and how many stores you're taking up where the vacant stores are by the 7-Eleven, correct?
Yeah, it was a vacant dance studio.
Right, but how many storefronts were there?
Storefronts,
Are
technically.
you taking all the vacancy up? There were
Yes.
3 or 4 there.
So if you're asking how many garage doors there will be, about 4.
So there'd be 4 entryways there.
Yes.
And how many are dedicated to the car wash, and how many dedicated, is it a 50-50 split?
Yeah, so there'll be, it's 2 washing and 2 detailing? Yeah, 2 washing, 2 detailing.
All right, and you're gonna install drains and necessary what EPA and state of Illinois requires?
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
We've had,
For the water runoff,
Yep.
chemicals, stuff like that.
yeah, we've had discussion, we came to the zoning board, we showed them a video, a mock-up of how everything's gonna look. If, Amy, do you wanna put the video up, we can show you that as well,
Do you
or
have,
afterwards.
do you have those permits from the state already? Or have you applied to the state for any necessary EPA permits?
So this is the first step for us. But that's going to be the next step. We're working with also, I
I would
believe,
advise you to check into that before any requirements they got on drains and stuff that will run off and maybe get into the city drains or things of that nature.
Yeah, we looked into all of that, so it's going to be filtered. There are two systems in place, separating the heavy material than the oil material before it goes into the correct.
Yeah, 'cause you got your regular sanitary and then you got your water runoff,
Yeah.
not to be combined. What are your hours gonna be?
So standard normal business hours are going to be. What do you guys want to? Yeah. So like about 8 to 7.
Huh?
8 to 7.
8 to 7? How many days a week?
6 days.
6 days. Close Sunday?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Mayor, just to be clear, that space, which is to the east of 7-Eleven, is divided into two spots. The western vacant was the dance studio. The western, which they're also taking over, has never been used for anything. It's down to the center block
The
thing.
eastern end of it.
And the building inspector has visited there. They've received a pretty substantial list of all the stuff to meet all the codes that you talked about the water and all that other stuff. And because in committee, we were talking about the different permits that they need to get. And so our building commissioner is working with the petitioner.
Yeah, I'm just dotting my i's and crossing my t's, making sure everything's there.
Of course, and you know we're very open to working with this committee at any time, and it's no issue, not a problem at all.
And you don't make a lot of noise over there, do you?
Well, it's a hand car wash.
Okay, but I mean, you don't, not a lot of radios playing, stuff like
No.
that? Right.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item number 17 on the agenda is a motion to direct the city attorney to draft an ordinance allowing a barber shop to operate as a special use within the premises located commonly known as 7217 West College Drive in Palos Heights and contained within the following PIN 23-25-204-003-0000. One comment on that, this is in the same footprint as the existing Lush hair and color bar that's been a hair salon for 30 years.
Moved by Alderman Scully, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And item number 18, motion to adopt an ordinance to vacate a portion of a dedicated right-of-way, correcting ordinance number 0-0824, legal description.
Moved by Alderman Scully, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
And that's all for my report.
Thank you, Alderman Scully. Alderman Key, Recreation?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's just that, entering the summer months, all the activities at the rec center and programming amp up. And so I encourage everyone to go to the website, PalosHeightsRec.org, and check out, you can register for events on the website, and our playbook is on there, so you can see all the activities, you can see the concerts in the park, the movies in the park. And so I just encourage everyone to do that, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Roads and Construction, Alderman Clifford.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
All right, license permits and franchises, Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report this evening.
All right, Alderman Brennan is not here for water and sewer.
I just told
Alderman
him I would
Begley's
help
gonna
him out
handle
with
it.
this one.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a few items this evening, Mayor. The first is a motion to approve payment to Aries Inc. for the setup of the emergency sewer bypass on Southwest Highway in the amount of $23,302.89.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Begley, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Thank you. Next, we have a motion to approve change number 1 for an additional $32,457.16 above the original contract price of the 300,000 gallon ground level tank for the replacement of the original 16-inch flow meter on pump discharge header with the new magnetic flow meter and the additional 4-inch drain valve.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's more than a legal.
I just
Can you tell
made
me
that
what
up.
is? Okay, all
I
right.
just made that up.
Moved by Alderman Bagley, is there a second? Second by Alderman Lewandowski. Discussion, roll call.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Thank you. Next, I have a motion to approve payment number 6 and number 7 to Dom Mechanical Industries Incorporated for the $300,000 gallon ground level storage tank in the amount of $294,024.66.
Second?
Moved by Alderman Bagley, second by Alderman Key. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
I'm assuming that goes, this for the thing you've done in the past, right?
Yes.
Okay, right, good.
The next, we have a motion to approve payment to B&K Equipment to remove and replace the riser for the installation of the underground diesel tank sensor in the amount of $8,096.
Second?
Moved by Alderman Bagley, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Next, we have a motion to approve payment to National Power Rodding for testing and sealing of main line joints in a 24-inch sanitary line on Route 83 in the amount of $7,502.
Second?
Moved by Alderman Bagley, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Okay, and then finally, we have a motion to approve a proposal for professional engineering services with Strand Associates Incorporated for risk and resilience assessment and emergency response plan updates not to exceed the amount of $21,500.
Second?
Moved by Alderman Bagley, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
And that's the end of the sewer report. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Special reports, business and economic development. Alderman Key?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So, farmer's market starts a week from tomorrow. Municipal parking lot at 120, just south of 122nd and Harlem on the east side. And if you follow the rec department at all on social media, if you go to their website, they do show the different vendors that are coming to the farmer's market. So get a good idea of who's going to be there. And hopefully we're going to get some nice weather to
weather, yeah,
walk around
please, that would be nice.
and enjoy the market. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. All right, Alderman Scully?
Oh, no report for me this evening.
Great. Any old business anyone have? Citizens wishing to address questions on the business tonight? Any new business?
Yep.
Yep.
Little announcement on it. End of the month, you know, it's upcoming, it's gonna be Memorial Day. And I have a copy here of, Illinois Municipal Review showing the Boy Scouts and everything, tending the graves of the past. We're gonna have, and I try to get a real nice program going this year, so I'm encouraging everybody to come out and honor those that served our country, living and died. One of the things that says here is Memorial Day is one of the few days each year in which the attention of our country turns to our veterans. As such, it is an opportunity for each of us to reflect as communities, to do what we can to make a lasting tribute and honor of both the lives of those who have died as well as the ideals on which they died for. On Memorial Day morning, most people don't know, but we're asking that the flag be set at half-mast position if you have one on your home, and an upright pole that you can put it at half-mast, in remembrance of the more than 1 million men and women who have given their lives in the service of our country. At noon, the flag is raised back to full staff, symbolizing the resolve of not to let their sacrifices go in vain. More than ever, taking the deliberate steps to improve how we support our veterans presents local officials with the opportunity to lead their communities on a mission that everyone can get behind. And I would hope that people that listen to those words do get behind it, do come out that day for an hour, listen to what some people have to say, and any kids that would like to participate, like you guys back there, and want to write a paragraph what Memorial Day means to you, you can get hold of our clerk Shannon or City Hall and tell them you would like to read something and give them your name and we'll get you on the program, okay? So with that,
Don't all run up here at once either.
yeah,
Just-
don't all, it's like
We
the
want 'em all
Army when
done.
they ask, who wants to do this, and nobody steps back, nobody volunteers at once. But then, always somebody does, somebody always steps forward when the call comes out. So with that, we hope that we have a great attendance out there this year, try to make it a bigger and better one, and get more and more of the community involved for what we really stand for. And with that, thank you.
Any other new business? With that, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.